The Taliban distributed stones to the captured American soldiers, cold-bloodedly ordering them to hurl them at their female commanding officer. Anyone who refused was to be executed on the spot. Reluctantly, the soldiers began to stone her, and even the surrounding civilians joined the grim assault. But then, a sudden gale swept through. As the Taliban looked up, it wasn't a miracle from the heavens. It was the arrival of U.S. reinforcements. An attack helicopter opened fire in warning to disperse the mob, while other soldiers were repelled from transport helos to launch a rescue mission. Under heavy cover fire, she was successfully pulled into the chopper. However, the Taliban's resistance was fiercer than expected. A well-aimed RPG tore through the air, obliterating the U.S. attack helicopter. Facing overwhelming fire, the pilot immediately banked and gained altitude, leading the retreat. The officer screamed for the pilot to turn back for her stranded men, but her orders were ignored. She could only watch in agony as her subordinates were executed, one by one. Upon returning to the States, she immediately hauled the pilot who refused to turn back before a military tribunal. Then, she headed straight back to Afghanistan to finish the hostage rescue mission she had started. This time, she assembled an elite special ops team and set an ambush along a key Taliban route. They readied their rockets, but a civilian bus suddenly blundered into the kill zone. One of her men swerved his motorcycle to intercept the bus. The driver slammed on the brakes, but the soldier couldn't dodge in time and slid right under the chassis. As the Taliban convoy approached, the first vehicle triggered a trap. An explosion toppled a utility pole, perfectly barricading the road. Seizing the moment, she gave the order to open fire. 4 rockets streaked through the air, obliterating the enemy convoy. She charged into the fray with her team, successfully capturing and seizing a high-ranking Taliban official. But during the extraction, she rushed back to the bus. No matter how hard she struggled, she couldn't free her teammate pinned under the vehicle. With Taliban reinforcements closing in, she was faced with a gut-wrenching choice. Her teammate gripped her hand tightly, insisting on staying behind to provide cover for their escape. With tears in her eyes, she bid him farewell and led the rest of the team back to a safe house. She stormed into the warehouse and pressed her pistol against the head of the Taliban official. But her reason kicked in. This prisoner was the key to the entire mission. Using the official's phone, she leaked the coordinates of the safe house to the Taliban, then vanished into the brush outside. When the insurgents arrived, they found their leader alongside a bag stuffed with US dollars. They fled with the hostage, unaware that a tracker was hidden inside the money bag. Tracking the signal, she successfully located the Taliban stronghold where the hostages were being held. Her team infiltrated the base disguised as local women and found all the kidnapped civilians. They planted charges in the munitions depot, and by the time the Taliban realized something was wrong, it was too late. With a single click of the detonator, the stronghold was leveled. As she drove away to meet the rescue choppers, the civilians were successfully evacuated. However, she refused to board the flight home. She chose to remain in Afghanistan, a lone shadow dedicated to hunting down every last insurgent to avenge her fallen men.